My darling, I am sending you all many spirits and bright, pure angels. Today, I want to transmit power to you. I touched sacred stones with my palm at the Druids' place today. This is the place where people would often pray in ancient times and ask the gods to help them. You may now touch my palm on the screen with your palm, and I'll transmit to you the power of this ancient stone. If you need help or want to learn to help other people, then touch my palm with your palm and gain this power of ancient civilizations. All right. Now, I will give you the knowledge that has been preserved in our ancient Siberian tradition. To do good is the main power that makes our lineage golden, namely healthy, prosperous, certainly wealthy, and even famous. The understanding that one can do good in different ways still remains in our Siberian tradition. There are several stages of doing good. You may do good from your heart, and then it is real good. If your actions do not come from your heart, they are not good, and instead, quite pointless actions. I live in the modern world, and as a shaman, I see what is happening and how often people seem to be doing good, but not from their hearts. They do good, but are not enthusiastic enough, and there is no love in their hearts. I often walk down the streets, especially in such countries as Russia, Mexico, India, or Kazakhstan, where many people need help. I see people standing in the streets, reaching out their hands and begging for money. It is something that is quite ordinary there. A rich person may be passing by when a beggar is reaching out his hand, and I suddenly see fear in the eyes of a rich man. At this moment, I can clearly see which spirits influence a rich man. I notice that the spirit of fear is squeezing his heart, and fear is saying, if you don't give money to this beggar, you may become one of them. Bad karma will catch up with you if you don't give money to beggars in the streets. Then a person reaches for his wallet, takes out his money, and throws it to a beggar, not even looking into his eyes. He does it as a payoff, as the law of karma says. Then he puts the wallet into his bag and quickly moves away from the street, where beggars are sitting and begging for money. I look into the eyes of this granny, who is reaching out her hand and begging for help. Someone has just thrown a banknote to her, and she took it. She will certainly buy something with this money, but she is still an unhappy and abandoned old woman. Is it good? I think you can understand me now. This is not good. This is a condition where a person wants to buy off karma. In fact, a person understands that he or she is living his or her life in a way that is not pure enough. There are some not very good actions, maybe sins, deeds, or emotions. As soon as we see a man in need, I understand that this karma may catch up with me, and it is better for me to buy karma off now doesn't work, as it is done not from the heart. As a modern person, I sometimes turn on my phone. Yes, I have a phone, though shamans didn't have them in ancient times. A lot of your phone numbers are stored in my phone. I try to answer questions from all of you. Just write to my bot. I try to give advice, transmit the will of spirits, if there is any revelation. Yes, as a modern person, I even drop posts in social networks like Facebook and Instagram to try to transmit this power to you. The internet certainly tells me about different people, their stories, and I more and more often see it. I see how trendy it is, if you know this word, to do charity work. There are situations when different people, maybe even stars or just famous people, come and give some gifts, donate money, provide help to a children's home or individuals in need. And all these activities are captured on video, photos are taken as well. It is all done to make them famous. I often talk to famous people. They come to me for help when they are in a bad situation. A famous star recently came to me and said, "My career is getting much worse. Coronavirus is everywhere. I have no concerts and can't earn money. What should I do?" I create stories, I walk down the streets, give money to people, and capture this on video. You know, the number of views on my Instagram has risen. We can give a sum of money or provide some help to people in need, and it is not from our hearts. We can record it on our phones and post it on Instagram. Will it be good? Will it provide help? What do children feel when they are placed around stars like dolls? When a star appears, everyone must certainly smile, show gifts that were given to them, and take a beautiful photo. They feel like furniture. They do not feel that they have had something good done to them. Of course, they need food and gifts, but their hearts continue suffering. What else do I see? I travel a lot and see that it has become beneficial, let us say, to establish charity foundations or finance some projects related to children or old people. If you finance social projects, you will have to pay much less tax. If you look at any rich person, his story, the story of his company, you will see there is almost certainly a foundation named after him. Of course, this foundation finances things like a sports stadium or provides help to a nursing home. There may be different variants, but why? Donations to a stadium or a nursing home result in tax reductions, and this is just profitable. What happens in the heart of such a company's owner? Nothing. He just evades taxes. Nothing happens in the hearts of those people either who are given this money. They just obtain financial aid. All these three modern and trendy ways of doing good are not alive. They do not do good, but are an external shape, some physical activity. However, I want to tell you something different. How to do real good. I have a follower who is a talented artist and designer. It is certainly very difficult for an artist to live in a modern world. If you want to earn money by selling your paintings, you must be famous. You can follow the same path, post on Instagram, and record videos in which you help people, but that is not what my follower did. She made different choices. She is a warm-hearted, sensitive person and works as a designer. To make a living, she has to do a lot of boring work. As we got to know each other, I really understood the phrase, do good to others, and God will help you. She understood its very essence, to do good sincerely. You know, she has taken children from a children's home under her patronage. She visits this children's home 2 or 3 times a week and draws on the walls together with children. Yes, the children are thrilled and like it very much, as our artist is so involved in the process and does everything with love and an open heart. The walls in the children's home are so amazing. We finance this children's home and take gifts, products, and clothing there. We often organize shamanic concerts there to make children happy. The main thing is that our artist Tatiana does everything with an open heart. What has happened in her fate? I understand that you're expecting to hear something about a miracle. The miracle has certainly happened. The children's home was visited by patrons, renowned businessmen. One of them, whose wife was fond of art, noticed the talented paintings on the wall. When they found out the name of the artist, Tatiana was invited to the meeting. Tatiana currently organizes 3 exhibitions, and she's a very famous artist in her city. She gets orders and doesn't have to do design business anymore. She paints pictures and draws on different buildings. It's her life's dream and the implementation of her predestination. Do you think she forgot about the children, leaving them in the children's home with only beautiful walls? No. Tatiana loves them very much. She even adopted a girl and continues visiting this children's home for many reasons. First, her daughter's friends are there. Second, the children are waiting for her. And third, a real loving heart wants to help more and more. Children drew on all the walls, and now they are given drawing lessons and have started believing in their fate and talents. Real good is only done with an open heart. I repeat this at all of my workshops. You may want to help a granny feel a heavy burden of karma or experience some bad karmic event. Yes, it is not enough just to give money to a granny you meet on the street. Please buy some basic products for her. Please come to this woman, who may be a mother of many children. Visit a children's home or a nursing home. Please take this old woman's hand and look into her eyes. Go to her house, and she will certainly get you some tea. Drink it with her. It is likely that tea and cookies will be brought by you. Feel your heart. This old woman of many children will be incredibly grateful that you don't just perceive her as furniture or a photo opportunity, but instead see a living person in her. Of course, you'll spend several minutes, maybe even half an hour in her house, and listen to her story. As she'll be glad to share it with you, make sure to smile, thank her, sit with her, and give her your heart with its natural warmth. You leave this house, walk down the street, and may have spent 20 to 50 euros, but that's not so much. You may have only brought a few food products to a lonely and possibly abandoned woman. But when you walk down the street, you feel like you have given her so much more. Like you gave her 1,000,000 euros. You feel so much love and gratitude. Who do you think obtained more from the interaction? You or the granny, the mother of many children? Of course, it will be you. Yes, when a person does good or gives money to charity from all his or her heart, then God gives him or her so much grace, love, and light. It is much more than those products you bought for that unhappy woman abandoned by her children. You know, we often show you people in other countries who start such things, giving money to charity, doing it at the workshop together with us, and joining us in a tour. We teach you to open up your hearts and do good around you. Do you know what happens next? You have a desire to do good at a higher level. I want to say to other people that they should go with me too. There is no such powerful social system in this country as in other European countries. There is so much garbage in Kazakhstan, Russia, India, and Mexico. Let's take it away right now. Let's pick up several bags of garbage. We even pick up garbage when we go to a forest on a tour. This is a new level of doing good. Let's invite someone else to go along with us. Let's do more. I understand that I cannot do it alone, but when there are so many of us and we work together, we can clean the entire forest and feed many children and grannies. There is a higher state when you gather many people together. If you do it like that, God will do you a favor. It will give you the power to become a real God's guide. You can give love to people. You can become a guide of the circle of female power and gather women around you. The power that spirits and the God gives to you will enable you to practice the great prayer, the circle of female power. This will allow you to help people around you even more actively. There will be so much light. Just imagine, you are not the only one praying. There will be other women, 10, 15, or 20 women from the city that are near you. You may have been cleaning up garbage on your own, but you are together. You were able to say to them, call them, transmit the voice of your heart. You didn't remain silent and called with your heart. They came. You have joined hands, formed a circle, put photos of people in need in the center, opened our Telegram channel and prayers. You've printed out photos of people from all over the world and prayed for them together. You can't even imagine such good things. There is a person in Mexico who sent our channel a photo of his dying granny and wrote that she had had a stroke, fallen down, broken her leg, and been refusing to do anything. She believed that she was too old and would not recover. He sent the photo to our channel, and the fracture healed. The woman recovered from a stroke at 80 years old and was able to walk without any help and work in the garden again. Isn't it a miracle? This is the real good. The greater good is when we do good and do not tell anyone about it. Those who do this are those people who get to know the higher power of living in good and devote their entire life to serving the God. Your entire life is an opportunity to help someone in different ways, to teach someone, bless someone, hold a workshop with someone, but that's your life. You know what God gives. God always gives you grace, love, talents, and capabilities. But what do you need them for? To give them back to people. It's the circulation of the good on earth. I'm sending good, love, and the power of the ancient stone of druids to you. Touch my palm again. After you have heard all these ancient, wise things, you will be able to understand your life and its meaning in a different way. Touch my palm. Obtain the power of ancient peoples, ancient wise men. and live on the earth in order to do good. Let the power of spirits be with you.
It's important not only to study, but also to practice the acquired knowledge in a circle of like-minded people. We invite you to join the company of loving, open, happy people in our classes and seminars.